Your current balance is $99.03. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. For more information about our privacy policy, please visit www.connectnetwork.com. After the beep, press 5 to accept this call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording of this call. Is there anything else I need to include?
No, Mike, so another prisoner called right after you did is the reason I couldn't answer the immediate callback. Also, did I hear you correctly that you spent 7 years in prison on the false bogus charge?
It was a 7-year sentence. I served 4 years day for day in prison. I was earning some good time while in prison. I was out on parole for 22 months.
Wow, so incredible. So how long did you, when I refer that on the radio, you spent X amount of years in prison on a 7-year sentence, what should I say, on a false charge of them trying to kill you?
Yeah, Mrs. Parsons and I were attacked. We were shot at 29 times. Our dog Brandy was shot and killed right in front of me. I was falsely accused of aggravated assault for telling this perpetrator to stop shooting. I never touched him, never shot at him, never got within 30 feet of him. I was 100 yards away when he was doing the shooting. Otherwise, I would have returned fire to defend my family. I went down and told the guy to stop, put his gun down. I'm yelling at him to stop shooting, but he kept shooting. All this information is notated and is part of the record. It's not only on your website and the audio of the trial, but also under MikeParsons.org, there is a tab that they can click on the homepage called Reasons for Judgment, and it basically is a synopsis and an overview that the Chilcote Nation's Universal Supreme Court did. They evaluated the entire transcript of that hearing and that trial and everything, and they never got a response from Tennessee at all on that, but they clearly identified that this guy attacked us without any provocation. He admitted on the stand that he heard me yelling, "Stop shooting," but he kept shooting anyway, shooting into the area where we were. He claimed he didn't see us, but if you shoot into an area where you hear somebody yelling, "Stop shooting," he was shooting for no reason. He lives a half a mile down the road. He had no business being anywhere near our farm.
And this is shortly after you were trying to sue them for flipping the vote total?
This is during the time I'm suing to void the election. And the only reason he attacked us, he said he was mad that I was suing his friend, the county executive. That was his motivation. It was politically motivated. And he knew that he would not be prosecuted. He was never charged with anything.
Yeah, incredible.
He shot 29 times at me and Mrs. Parsons into our property, at us, and Brandy, and he shot and killed Brandy. He hit her 3 times.
Okay, so you were kangaroo courted, and you got 7-year prison sentence. But how long did you actually spend in prison? Just so when I relate to that, I say the right number.
I served total of 4 years, day for day.
What's that mean? What's that mean, day for day? What should I don't know what that means.
4 calendar years.
Wow.
Day for day.
Okay, I see. Wow. You spent 4 freaking years. Some guy shot at you and Pat for 29 times and killed your dog, and you spent 4 years in prison. Freaking incredible. Wow.
Right. See,
wow.
Here in Nebraska, if they sentence you to 10 years, you only do 5 years at the most. The maximum you'll do is 5 years. They give you 2-for-1 days here. In Tennessee, you don't get 2-for-1 days. You get, if good behavior, for every 2 months that you serve, you get an extra month. So for every 2 years that you serve, you get 1 year off. Those are called good days. However, I was out for 22 months on parole. I was out until another election came up, and just before the filing deadline, that's when they raided our farm and arrested me and falsely charged me with possession of guns, which I didn't have guns. And they know that. They admitted it. They admitted that they knew they were Mrs. Parsons' guns. They knew that they were locked up in her house. They knew that I didn't have a key. I wasn't even there. I was in Arkansas traveling on a 6-day trip. And when I leave, she takes her guns out of her safe and puts them in the house and locks them up, knowing that because I don't have a key, no one can accuse me of possession or constructive possession of her guns. She had bought a brand new rifle a couple of months earlier, and one of our friends who's a Marine, he and his wife were going to take Mrs. Parsons to the range, put the rifle together. It wasn't even put together. It's brand new in a box, never been fired. And, you know, we're talking about a bolt-action rifle that she bought in order to be able to protect our animal against foxes and coyotes and stuff, because we have chickens and we have rabbits and ducks and such. Of course, we raise wolves, but our wolves are inside, you know, fenced areas, so the coyotes and the foxes, you know, find ways to get into the chicken areas and the areas where the ducks are. And, you know, after you've lost, you know, 20 or 30, then you start realizing that, you know, it's a problem and you have to, you know, do something. And so, anyway, they referred to her bolt-action rifle as an AR-style rifle. Well, it's all about demonizing the gun. It's all about taking away the Second Amendment rights. And because I stand up and speak out and exercise not only my own rights, but I also stand up for other people exercising their rights. Even if I don't care what you've got to say, I'll defend your right to say it, because I know once they stop any individual from speaking their mind, then they'll come after the others. Just like they did in Nazi Germany, they came after one group of people. They built a wall around the Jews, and then they said, oh, well, they don't like, they've got freedom, they're free inside that cage. Well, we'll just move them on to another place. Well, they did, to the death chambers. Yeah. And that's what they're doing. They're warehousing people in these private for-profit jails, and they're profiting off the backs of people through the Tuskegee Trust. The link on my website, Lawfully Yours, explains a lot of this information and stuff that people don't understand.
Okay. Did you? I've got it. Okay. Were you your own lawyer in the first trial where you went to prison for 4 years? Did you?
Yeah, I don't use attorneys because they're all loyal to the bar in the state, and I did handle the case. I was forced to stand trial without legal counsel. I requested legal counsel because I didn't know what they were doing. But I've got to get off the phone now. They're locking us down. And
okay,
officers telling us to get off the phone.
Okay, one thing I learned is instead of pro se, it's called appropriate persona or something. But you may know that already. I'll talk to you later, Mike.
Right.
Okay.
All right. God bless.
God bless. Bye-bye.